안녕하세요. That's hello in Korean. I'm not going to do a session in Korean. I am finally getting down to recording the 10 step Korean skincare routine that I followed for you. There have been multiple posts and multiple requests from all of you. I'm really sorry that it's coming in very late. Um, but I'm ready to film today. So, let me just talk a little bit about how my skin was before I started Korean skincare routine. I started in 2017. I generally have had always good skin. I belong to the Northeast and I am from Meghalaya. My father was from Assam and he was a Bengali, so I have the Bong and the tribal blood in me, which has led to good skin and good hair, which I'm ever grateful for from my parents. And that's the reason I never took care of them much throughout my youth. And when I was in my 30s, late 30s, 2017, I realized that I started facing skin issues. I never had acne in my entire life, and I started getting adult acne. I also have these beautiful freckles. Yeah, I call them beautiful now, but I hated them at one point of time. And I tried a lot of things to get rid of them, but now I started loving them. So I had these freckles because of sun damage, because I never used to use sunscreen. Yeah, right. I never really bothered about what I put on my face, when I put it, take off makeup, not to take off makeup. Incidentally, my love for makeup started only in 2017, again around the same time that I noticed issues with my skin. I had open pores, uh, which generally starts in mid age, and this area of mine was way darker than the rest of my face. So there was hyperpigmentation somewhere here in these edges, and that's the reason I started evaluating options. I was using the available skincare products that are there. I went and picked up Kiehl's. I started using their clearly corrective liquid, doesn't correct anything. I started using their midnight, some midnight recovery oil. Yeah, midnight recovery oil, and I started getting pimples or blackheads probably did not suit me. And then I thought, what's the other option that I have to try? And that point of time, I think Korean skincare was coming to India in a huge way, just launching. And I thought, why not? Let's read more about it. And as I read about it, I heard about this amazing ingredient called a snail mucin, which wasn't really released in India and launched in India. I don't think there's this product even now, but I wish they bring it. And I read about its healing properties. It's an anti-aging product. It is a product which is very useful for cell regeneration and very good for for skins like us, which is extremely dehydrated. And I thought, why not? Let me try it out. So I went on YesStyle and I ordered it from Hong Kong. And I have been ordering a lot of Korean skincare from Hong Kong, even after a lot of these brands were available in India. That point of time, the Face Shop Innisfree were the two brands which had launched in India. So you have Toli Moly right now. Your Claire's have also come in, a great brand for sensitive skin, and yeah, there's a lot of other brands which is in India right now that you can think about or you can try evaluating. But again, my favorite has usually been Innisfree, the Face Shop, and Claire's. And obviously Cosrx, which is the brand that I started with. The snail mucin was from Cosrx, and I used it in 2017. After 2 months, I started noticing drastic changes in my skin, and then I stuck to Korean skincare ever since. With cheating with some French skincare, Caudalie a couple of years back, and right now I'm evaluating The Ordinary as one of the options because I just picked up the products from London a year back. So, but every time I face a problem, I go back to Korean skincare, and I did follow the 10-step routine that is there. And then I brought it down to 7-step routine. So when you think about a 10-step routine, you might think, oh my god, there's so much of steps to do. There's so many products to use, and do I really have time? And they're expensive if you club the entire set of products. But I really find them pretty affordable considering the kind of benefit they give vis-a-vis any of the other luxury brands that you have in the market. Um, so the 10-step routine, let's start talking about it. The first step, I think, is called as they basically call as a double cleanse. So there are two cleansing that you do 2 times in the Korean skincare routine. The first is usually with an oil-based cleanser or a balm-based cleanser. Now I have this product, which is the Rice Water Bright by the Face Shop, which is like a cream-based product, and I use it. And it's a big dabba for a price of 550. It lasts a long time, honestly. So I use a lot of makeup. So for me, It's an absolutely necessary product to use first thing before I go ahead with a foam based or a soap based cleanser. And the work of a oil based cleanser to take off your makeup, melt away the makeup, and also sunscreen, which doesn't go with the foam based cleanser. And because most sunscreen is waterproof, so you can use this oil-based cleanser to take off your makeup as well as sunscreen. The first thing, this is the first level of cleansing. Korean skincare regime, you don't really do a lot of rough washing and rubbing and scrubbing of your face. It's very gentle. So this is again a very gentle cleanser. So once you clean with this kind of an oil cleanser, then you go ahead with a soap based or a gel based or a foamy cleanser as they call it, which is the typical cleansers or face washers that you get. Right now I'm not using any Korean products, but I generally follow the seven steps or 10 steps depending upon what products I have. So you wash that, the next step, and then what it does is it takes care of the grime and the pollutions, and it also takes out the extra oil that is there that comes in from this cleanser, and then you have a very squeaky clean face after using the cleanser. So that's the first step, which is cleansing your face. And the second step which is there is basically exfoliation. Now exfoliation is something that I would recommend you to only do once or 3 times max to max in a week. And when I say 3 times is only if you're using a Korean exfoliation product, not any other exfoliation product, because theirs is a lot gentler. Or you can do twice a week, which is also equally useful. Now exfoliation is I think I can divide it into 2 parts. Typically the mechanical or the physical exfoliation, and the chemical one, which is using products. Mechanical one is what you generally end up doing with an exfoliating brush. A lot of these brushes that you get, a Foreo is used for exfoliation as such. You also use scrubs, the loofah that you use as a physical exfoliation. You have these peel of gels that you use as exfoliations, and you have these peel of face masks that you use for exfoliations. So you have a lot of these products which are used for physical exfoliation, where you actually exfoliate physically the dead skin of your face. And then you have the chemical products, which are basically could be a sort of a lotion or a cream that you rub, and you use a cotton pad to pull through your skin, and you take off the dead skin. So that is something that you can use. A very good product for exfoliation is obviously sugar. So if you don't have a scrub at home, just mix a bit of brown sugar with a little bit of oil and then exfoliate it. Sugar is, I think, glycolic acid, which is a good exfoliation for dead skins. If you are somebody who has a dry skin, this is a good exfoliation product. If you have oily skin, you may want to follow this with a salicylic acid based exfoliation. Again, it depends upon how your skin is. If you have acne, please be very, very careful when you exfoliate, because it will worsen the acne and it may also lead to marks. So I really don't have much of acne or acne marks. So generally I tend to do a lot of physical exfoliation. Otherwise, there are products easily available, and if you're interested in something, then let me know. I can select a couple of them for you. So exfoliation, again, like I said, is only for removing the dead skin from your body, promoting collagen generation, so that there is skin renewal that happens. So this is the second step of it. The third one is obviously the most important, which is toning. There are probably 3 types of toners in the market. The first one is the the astringent variety. The second one is the hydrating one, and the third one typically is more what you call as treatment toners. Now Korean skincare follows the hydrating toners, and not in Western skincare mostly is the astringent based toners. Astringent based toners dry out your skin. They actually try to bring the pH balance back, because you're using a soap product and the pH of your skin may be different after washing. Generally these days there are very less alcohol based cleansers, so that issue is not there. And Korean skincare are more into hydration, so the toner that you have in a Korean skincare is something that you don't use with a cotton pad. You basically put it on your palms and you just press it in or dab it in on your face. And that's the first level of hydration that you start applying, and it prep your skin for the next few treatments. So the sequence that you use Korean products is the lightest to the heaviest. So the toner is probably the lightest. It's a very watery consistency. There are a lot of toners that are available. But if your skin problem is dryness, then try and pick up the hydrating one. And there are some ingredients which will be mentioned, which will let you know whether it's a hydrating one or it is something which is more of an astringent variety, which is something that they recommend for those who have acne marks and have oily skins per se. So I use a hydrating toner, and I actually started doing toning only once, but then if you really want the glass skin, as they call it, then you need to actually apply the toner 7 times. Yes, 7 times you need to apply the toner if you want glass skin. So maybe you can start off by first doing the 10 steps, and then afterwards you can think about doing the 7 step toner things to get the glass skin. Simple thing, just take the toner a little bit on your hands and just dab it in 7 times. When do I do it? I watch TV when I do my skincare. And you're expected to do it morning and evening. So you may want to think about doing it only in the evenings or in the morning. I was doing it morning and evening because of all the problems that I was facing, right? So that's about the toning part of it. And then I think the next step is an essence. Essence is something which is very specific to Korean skincare, and I think there are a lot of other brands that also have essence now. Essence is nothing but active ingredients, which is typically addresses certain problems on your skin, whether it is anti-aging, whether it is for pigmentation, whether it is for lines, etc. But it is in a diluted watery form. So you can, after the toner, you can again dab on some essence, and if you have a normal skin, you can actually skip the next step, which is the serum step. But I would not recommend you to skip it yet. Eventually when you get your skin to a certain level, maybe you can think about it. But you need to move on to the next step, which is a serum. A serum is a concentrated form of an active ingredient which is targeting a specific issue. So you again dab on another layer of serum. Questions that keep on coming to me is that, do you wait for things to dry before you apply? Not really. I just dab, and I know that the product has gone into my skin, and then I take on the next product and I just start applying. Who has the time? Yaar, itna time nahi hai mere paas bhi. Regardless of how well I come across. So so that's the serum. So you have again the multiple brands have multiple serums. So a lot of times you will have this range of products available for you from the specific brand. Like for example, these are sample sizes that I picked up from Innisfree. This is the Jeju Cherry Blossom Skin, and this is a Jeju Cherry Blossom Lotion. So this is more of the essence, as they call it. The skin is actually a toner, by the way. They call the toner as skin because the first thing is, that you actually put on your face, and this is more of the essence part of it. And there's also a cream that is there somewhere, which is the moisturizing cream and the serum that is there. So you get these small sets. So you can probably try when picking up some of these trial packs and all available on Nykaa, as well as you can pick up at Innisfree, and you can start using them. So after the serum, I think the next step is the moisturizer. A serum is an active ingredient. Moisturizer is primarily for moisturizing. So do not skip this step at all, specifically if you have problems of dryness. And I believe most of us, because we are a little older, we tend to have more drier skin than actually oily, active acne kind of skin, except for Suchi, of course, who's currently in adolescence with all her acne. So do not skip your moisturizing step. So there are the two types of moisturizers that you might get. One is an emollient moisturizer, and the other is a normal one. Emollient is more thinner version of a moisturizer. So typically, if you have a dry skin, I don't recommend an emollient. I want you to go for the really hardcore moisturizer. The other one, sorry, it's an emulsion. It's an emulsion, not an emollient. Emulsion is a lighter version of a moisturizer. So if you have an oily skin, you may think about using an emulsion rather than a normal moisturizer. But if you have a dry skin, please do not skip the moisturizing step. So after moisturizing step, there are a couple of things that you want to do. Either you want to go ahead with a sheet mask, or you would want to straight away go ahead with your under eye cream. If you're not using a sheet mask that day. So I don't really use sheet masks in the morning. I have no time for that. I usually use it at night when I'm relaxing, and I put on a sheet mask, and they are again nothing but hydrating active ingredients that you're putting on your face as another layer. It's just layering and locking in the layers with various products. After that, if I'm sleeping at night, I tend to end up with a sleeping mask, again because my skin is extremely dry. A sleep mask is nothing but a layer of cream that you apply and you go off to sleep. In the morning you wake up and you wash it off. You have to wash it off in the morning. If it's a daytime, then after moisturizing I end up wearing a sunscreen along with obviously the eye cream. Now the eye cream is different than your moisturizing cream. We all have a tendency of जो फेस पे आया वही लगा देते हैं आँखों के नीचे, but that's not what is recommended. And honestly speaking, the skin under our eye are much thinner and different from the skin here. So there is a recommendation not to put any moisturizer beyond this area, and use a specific eye cream here which will help you with any kind of obviously very good in terms of taking care of any wrinkles that get formed here, any bags that you have, and also generally I also have very dry areas under eye, so I tend to apply the gel cream there. So that's a step, and I think that concludes the 10-step routine. I would recommend that if you are really serious about starting it, then please pick up one of the trial packs and start. If you have existing products in these categories, you can mix it up and you can start using it. Just be careful in terms of ingredients that are there and see whether they go along together or not. Because if you see Korean skincare, their products are made to go together with each other. But if you're mixing up products, then you have to read the ingredients and understand what goes with that and what you can mix with the other product before you start using it. And when to start using it, honestly speaking, in the mornings right after you take bath, and on the process while you're getting ready. So for me, I take bath, I do the first thing, and then I go get ready, come back into the other, then I go and put on my shoes and I do the third step, and so on. So by the time I am done with my skincare and makeup, I'm ready to leave the house. And that's the way I have planned it out. It takes a bit of time initially, but afterward, now it barely takes me 5 minutes to finish the entire routine, except for the sheet mask part of it, which anyway I nicely chill out in front of Netflix and I do it. And exfoliation is something that I do only twice a week. I do a lot of physical exfoliation, and sometimes I do the sugar exfoliations, which is the easiest thing. You can also exfoliate using milk. Lactic acid is another very good exfoliant. Salicylic acid is the only one that helps with your blackheads and your whiteheads. But these other, AHAs as they call it, AHAs and BHAs. AHAs is for alpha hydroxy. What is that? The full form of it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. That's it. So I hope this video has helped you a little bit. I'm not giving any recommendation of any product because I don't know your skin right now. But if you have dry skin with the problem that I'm facing, and it's not a skin which is extremely sensitive, and honestly speaking, even if it's sensitive, then you may want to just pick up one of the trial packs. They're not very expensive. I think 1500 rupees you get all of it, and you can at least use it for 2 weeks to see whether it suits your skin or not, and then you can add on to it, and I hope it brings some difference on your skin like it did for me. For me right now, because of this, I am applying salicylic acid spot corrections. This is due to my nail mark, and there are a couple of small pimples here, which is again due to makeup, which I need to take care of. So today I'm not putting on any makeup just because I want to let my skin breathe, and I'm in green, so the color of the day has been unlocked. And I will come back with another video. In that video, I will be talking about all the major active ingredients of Korean skincare and the kind of ingredients that you should be looking in general skincare, so that when you choose a product, it's at least know what exactly is there in the product before you go ahead and choose it. So, annyeong.